So what we got here is a bunch of the exhibitors for Blade Show Atlanta coming in. Everyone else on this side were the attendees. So here are the exhibitors. Now, if you were smart and quick, you got your early birds, and you'll be able to tell that by the yellow wristbands on some people's wrists. But everybody has been getting packed up, tired and sardines. We have officially entered inside of the venue, but this doesn't open until 10. So we still have a good couple hours before. But these are the exhibitors. And hopefully sometime soon you'll be able to come into this and see it yourself. So let's go check out the line. Right back. Let's go check out the line inside of the venue. Now, if you come here next year, I recommend that you get here a day before and check in so you can at least find out where everything is. It'll make everything work more quickly for you. People camping out here last night. Some of them had cots. A lot of people have chairs. So I want to take a little bit of a detour here. Now check this out. This RKCC, Rattle Knife Collectors Club. Captain Chris standing back. And later on today, we're going to be going over here and checking out some beautiful Randall-made knives. Beautiful, beautiful knives. Yay. So needless to say, if you're in love with Randalls, this is the place you should be. And now these are not for sale. These are just
display.
This is just display. But I tell you what, you go inside of there, you can get yourself some Randall-made blades. How long have you been collecting?
Bought my first one like 81. Then I got married in a little while before I bought another one.
Well, there you go. Now look what you got. Now this is some American knife making history right here.
Let me show you these. Come on.
Now tell us what these beautiful green handles are made out of. Oh. Well, look at there.
All of these handle materials, except one knife in here. Except for
now, these are the famous NASA knives.
All of these are the handle material came off Launchpad 39B when they remodeled it.
From
Launchpad
that out of Orlando, Florida.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
gee whiz.
the Cape Kennedy.
Cape Kennedy.
When they went in to remodel it, Perry Miller, who was an electrician, was part of the crew that was remodeling, and they were throwing all this stuff away. There were insulators, push rods, all kinds of stuff like that. It's Micarta, G10, bunch of different stuff. But every handle material on these two came off that Launchpad.
One man's junk is another man's treasure. Now, these should technically be the official knives of Space Force.
Well, the first 7 astronauts that went into space all carried a knife just like this. It was a Randall knife. All the original astronauts all carried a Randall to space.
Well, that's amazing. That is amazing.
NASA came to them and wanted them to build a 12-inch long short machete, and Randall said no. And that's when Case got it. So the Case NASA knife that you see, that was a result of Bose saying, no, I'm not making that many, because they wanted 1,000 of them or something.
Oh, my.
And he's like, it's just a small shop.
Yeah.
And it's still a family-owned shop. Right now, it's a 6-month or 6-year wait if you order one from the shop.
Oh gosh, it went up a year because it was 5. Now it's 6.
They've had a few people retire, and younger people, it's taken them a while to get up to speed.
Yeah. Well, in the industry I work with a lot of engineers, and I tell them, I said, what the hell are you going to do when you retire? I said, you're not allowed to retire until I do. Well, thank you so
I
much.
used to work for a company, it's a large construction company, but even back 10, 15 years ago, they're like, we know there's going to be a shortage of just mechanical engineers, electrical engineers and stuff. And they were actively recruiting people, giving them scholarships if they would come work for them for so many years afterwards.
That sounds like a good.
Knew that there's going to be a shortage.
If people were smart, they'd be doing that.
There's just a shortage of just regular craftsmen too.
Remember, everyone, learn a skill, and you'll always be able to work. All right, we'll be back later on to
Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
yes, sir. I was in 3rd Battalion, 3rd Brigade, 3rd Battalion, 505th Parachute Infantry Regiment, back in the 90s. And unfortunately, they got rid of the 3rd Battalions, so apparently I'm the kiss of death.
Well, in '68, I was there with the 503rd MB Battalion.
Very good. Very good. Yeah. Well, they're like, why would you jump out of a perfectly good airplane? I said the Air Force wouldn't let us use their restroom.
There you go.
So here is the buzz of activity that is the biggest buzz. I saw Jay Nielsen earlier and some other people too. There he is. And there's the exhibitor hall. I already have my first person lined up to go visit right off the get-go. They're going to come over here and pick up a bag and a couple of floor maps and some Blade Show magazines. That's some beautiful stuff here. What is that? Gonna get one of these. There you go. So maybe you can blow this up, and maybe you two can enter to win this fine looking. That looks like some kind of dagger. Needless to say, sorry.
I know.
I need to cut something. Does anyone have a knife? No. That's a good Blade Show joke. Yeah. So there you go, everyone. We will keep you informed on how everything is going over here at Blade Show. So stay tuned. I'm going to be working on going over to something called the Pit tonight with the missus. All right, thank you so much, everyone. And as always, welcome to Blade Show. Bless you.